Hi all. So I know I promised you some videos over the weekend and I do apologize. I'm just having problems, one, learning how to operate this camcorder properly, and two, I just haven't found the right place in my room to film. So, and I'm also still sort of in the process of setting up. I've only been here, well, it'll be a month this week. But you can see I'm sort of getting set up. So just bear with me, and eventually, I do have to tell you, I was extremely shocked with how crisp the camcorder is, and of course it shows all your lines and wrinkles and such. And I do have one sort of, we all have those worrisome things about our looks, and for me it's my teeth. I guess in my latter 30s, my dentist began, my periodontist began to notice that I'm actually losing bone, which was causing problems. So then I was on certain kind of drugs and upping calcium and everything anyway. So it hasn't stopped. It is probably going to result in me having to have the top and the bottom teeth removed and having dentures. My mom went through the same thing. I've been fortunate that my teeth have lasted as long as they have. My periodontist too is like literally the only dentist I've ever trusted my entire life. She's just awesome, and of course she's retired now, but she does have a guy that's replaced her, and we'll see how he works. But so if you don't see me smiling with the new camcorder, you're going to understand why. Okay, moving on. First of all, I'm going to go through it. Now, I don't know about you guys. Last year for me it was blushes. This year it's highlighters. Don't know if it's because of my age and I'm trying to retain the youth without having fillers and Botox and such, but I do like to have a little bit of a luminosity to my skin. And I did find through going through menopause that, you know, I did lose some of that. So I've really been enjoying playing with the various ones that are available. So I'm going to start with the BB creams that I purchased over the last couple of months. I had heard quite a lot about them from many of you, different brands, etc., etc. But I decided I wanted to try the products from where it began, which was in Asia. So I ordered several through eBay. I received 2 because I've moved. My mom's having to forward all my mail to me, so I don't know when I'm going to get the other packages, probably this month. But the first one I got was just a little tester, and I got 2 of these. One of them is going to be in the giveaway. So this is Super Belish Balm Whitening, UV Protecting SPF 25 Wrinkle Improvement. So there's the box, and there's the package, and it's actually a gold, but and it's actually a cool little thing. This has, if you can see it here, you can see the little hole right there. There's actually a little chain that goes with this that hooks to your keychain, which I dropped on the floor and I'm not about to pick up at this point. Anyway, so, and now my understanding for most of the Asian BB creams is there isn't much of a variety, if at all, in the color. So it's usually just one color. So there's that. And for me personally, it just blends away to literally nothing. And there's just, and I don't know if you can see it in this light, but there's just an ever so gentle luminosity there, that suits me perfectly. I don't want anything stark, you know. I want it to look as natural as it can. So that's the first one. The second one I ordered through eBay. This is called the Mishha Perfect Cover BB Cream. Offers a novel skincare concept with BB cream, which lightens skin tone by healing visible wrinkles and blemishes, with excellent skin coverability and prevents skin aging through effective whitening and anti-wrinkle properties. So this is the package that it comes in. Oops. And this is the packaging of the BB cream. And again, there wasn't a choice in shade. It says 23 on the package. And a little goes a long way. This is one thing I've learned about these BB creams. I'm just going to put it over on the other side here. Now this one I really like because it does have a luminosity to it. I'm not sure if you can see anything there. It's so subtle, but it's definitely noticeable. So I think this was $4. And if you guys want the links to these eBay sellers, I'm happy to let you know. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll certainly provide them. I'll actually add them to the description bar, or I'll put an annotation here, and you can come back and check. Now, I've heard a lot about the Garnier BB cream. I had initially tried the Marcelle. I had seen it at the drugstore. I hadn't heard anything about it on eBay or on YouTube at all. So I happened to just be at, I guess it was a pharmacy where I was living, and I tried it on my hand, and I thought, oh my gosh, it feels wonderful. But I didn't have the funds to purchase it at that time. So fast forward to last week, and well, actually the first week that I came to where I'm living, there are 2 Shoppers Drug Marts. I went to the second one, which is very small and has a very limited beauty department. And I had said, you know, when will you be getting, or will you be getting, and when will you be getting the Marcelle if you're getting it? And she said, oh, we're dying to get it, blah, 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 blah. It should be here in a couple of weeks. So I kept checking back. Then last week, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go check this other Shoppers Drug Mart. Now, I had actually gone in there the week prior. Don't know what. I actually went in there for something else, and it struck me. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to ask. Well, as luck would have it, it had arrived that day. It had not been put out yet, and I think they only had 2 of each. The light to medium and medium to dark. So I got the... light to medium. So this is the Marcelle BB cream. A quick little notation here. I actually did purchase the Garnier prior to this, and I shouldn't have even bought it because I knew as soon as I had it on my hand, and she had a tester of the Marcelle, the difference was immediate to me. To me, the Garnier, for me personally, felt rough, and the Marcelle just feels like air. Anyway, so here's the packaging. I don't know where this... Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm going to put it back here. I'm not quite sure why that's so bright like that. But anyway, here it is. And actually, I don't know if I'll come as close as I can. I actually have it on today. And you know what, you guys? I don't feel like I have anything on. It gives me just the right amount of coverage. My skin happens to be in good shape this week. So I needed literally barely any concealer or corrector, and I have nothing under my eyes at all. And so easy to apply. This, I didn't even put moisturizer on, and I don't feel it's not dry anywhere. Well, that's a little bit of a bit, because I get this little dry spot on my nose, but everywhere else, I mean, I probably will put a little bit of moisturizer underneath, but when I use it again, it just feels awesome. My makeup went on beautifully, my blush blended on, my highlighter blended on. I am in love with this. So I think for the summer my foundations are going to go away. There may be times when obviously I'm going to need my foundations, but this was probably one of the better purchases I've made this year. Okay, then, now for just sort of spot correction, spot brightening, etc., I did purchase the Bright Expert Dark Spot Corrector and Radiance Activator from Lancome. And I've actually only used this once, so I can't really give you much of a review on it. For optimal results, apply to entire face daily, AM and PM under your regular Lancome moisturizer. and it's an SPF of 50. Now, it's interesting. I went to a cosmetology course, and the consultant there said, you know, really anything over 40 is moot. So she said, you know, it's a bit of a marketing ploy, you know, in a sense, which to me is an outright lie. But so basically anything over 40 SPF is useless. So if you guys have heard anything different, let me know. And this I haven't tried either, but I am going to try it. This is the Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, and this is from L'Oreal. And I actually, in filming the myriad of videos that I did actually do a tester of this. And I mean, it does give a bit of a glow. But I'll let you know about this, and I'll do a little bit of a review on that one later. And then when I first went into the first Shoppers Drug Mart, and I literally had been here 2 days, and I was talking to the young lady there, and we were having a chit chat, and I had said to her, you know, that I really wanted to try the Genifique, but right now I still have, I'd say, 2/3 of a bottle of the 5x Colossal L'Oreal, or from Lancome. So when that's done, I'll go to the Visionnaire. And I swear by the Genifique anyway. So she very kindly gave me one of the gift packages for the traveling. The Genifique and the Visionnaire, which I thought was very kind of her. And interestingly enough, we compared the Visionnaire to the full size. Now this is 7 milliliters, and the bottle is 30. So go figure. I mean, that's a really good deal. And she says she uses it every day, and she uses like just less than, I don't know, the size of a thumbtack, the head of a thumbtack, less than that. So, and then it also includes the 7 milliliter size of Genifique. So I thought that was actually very kind of her to do that, because I hadn't yet made any purchases. So then I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, and that was to purchase, now we're going to move on to the highlighters and the illuminators, the Benefit What's Up. So that's the packaging, and this is an interesting little illuminator here. And I'm sure there's been several reviews of this already, but anyway, so there's the packaging. And so how this works is there's a sponge tip here. You lift the lid off, and there's the highlighter. And so you just roll it up like this. Now what she taught me was you actually just apply a bit to your hand like that. And then you take the sponge dabber, and you simply just take off as much as you think you want, and you just dab it on to wherever you're going to apply it to. Sorry you guys, I'm still getting these. I haven't done this for so long. Now, I don't know if in this light if you can see anything. I can tell. Anyway, that was the method that she showed me, and then she said, you know, just take your brush and lift off the residue on your hand and just apply it, you know, to your forehead, to the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, and your chin. And I've only used it a couple of times, and again, it was testing for the videos with camcorder. I like this. It's quite nice. And the other thing I do like about it is it actually has a little cap for the end here, which I really like, because that's going to help it prevent it drying out, which I find some of the other ones do. And I think I've got this. Aha, there we go. Getting the wrong end. And I'm really glad I'm making these videos, because I've held off using any of these products till I've done the videos. So the next one is the Hard Candy Glow Away Bronzer and Highlighter Duo. So there's a bronzer, and then there's a marbleized highlighter. And again, I think some of you have seen this. It's a little bit similar to the What's Up, significantly less expensive. And the reason I like this, I'm not much of a bronzer gal, but the reason I like this is because of the highlighter itself. It's kind of a rosy champagne color. Oops. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? It just fell right out. Oops, sorry. That's hilarious. There it is. Okay. I'll just put that back. Oh, wrong way. Okay. And that's also interesting. It kind of shows you how much is actually in the package. So anyway, we'll try this again, folks. So there, I don't know if you can see it. Just a very slight rosy champagne sheen. And just for the sake of it, there's the bronzer. So I might try that, but like I said, I'm not much of a bronzer fan, but you never know. So this was $30, and this was, I believe it was $6.99, $7.99 at Walmart. So, like, you know, significantly different prices. But the colors are different, which is one of the reasons I purchased both. Now, this one I bought, I believe, in December or January, and it was as a consequence of me looking for the Laura Mercier rose gold that went like hotcakes. So I think I mentioned it in a video or on Twitter, and Donna, the lovely Donna Shorts one, recommended that I try the Guerlain Cruel Gardenia Meteorites. And it was sold out everywhere, and then I had just moved back to Vancouver for a short time, and I remembered that there was a bay at a particular shopping mall, which is mostly inhabited by older ladies, and the tendency to have products there is high, and sure enough, they had it, and I was so happy they did. Anyway, so you know, you've all seen this, but there's the packaging, and there's the highlighter, and it's just, I mean, I have no words. It's just beautiful. And this is, and literally, you guys, I haven't used this once. I've been waiting, like I said, to film this, and this is just, it's such a waste trying to show you with the light, but oh, there you go. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. So thank you so much, Donna. Anything that Donna recommends to me, I take as gospel. She would never steer any of us wrong. And then over the weekend, or Friday, I was watching, again, some of my favorite ladies. And I don't remember who it was. It could have been Kristen. It could have been... I don't remember. I'm sorry. But this is the Elizabeth Arden Pure Finish Illuminator. There we go. And one of the reasons I like this, and probably the principal reason I like this, is it comes in a beautiful rose gold compact. And I love compacts. They remind me of watching my mom put her makeup on, and my grandmother. They always use compacts. There's something really classy and ladylike about a compact. So this is actually a very nice compact. So I'm going to just cover the mirror up there. So there we go. Now this is definitely a rose gold. And it's a deeper hue. And it's very gold. I don't know if you guys can see that one. It's very goldy. But this is going to look stunning with a tan. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And I'd probably lean towards this or the What's Up rather than using my Meteorites. I know I'm going to be trying to be limiting myself with that particular one. So, now, what I found interesting, when I look, I always forget about this, but when I look, I'm in Canada, for those of you who don't know. Now, when I looked up the price of this, the Elizabeth Arden Illuminator, on the website, it was $34. Well, I got it at Shoppers Drug Mart this morning, and it's $45. So, you know, I usually try to wait until the dollar is at par to make my purchases, but sometimes you just can't do that. And they only have 3 of these, so I wanted to grab it. So, yeah, so those are the highlighters. Love, love, love. Oh, and before I forget, so when I got the WhatsApp at Shoppers Drug Mart, I again received the traveling sizes of the Genifique and the Visionnaire. So that this is also going into the giveaway, and just for the for the packaging sake of the it's a benefit makeup bag. So I'm going to be taking them out of the box and putting them into the, I'll leave them wrapped up in the paper, the Lancome paper, like that. Just, so everything can fit into the makeup bag. Now moving on to concealers. So I repurchased, and I swear by this, the Hard Candy Undercover Agent, and I've shown you guys this before. I love that. And it's funny, I've never actually used the Under Night Brightener on this, so I think I should probably try that. I listened to, again, many of the ladies, and I did pick up the new Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer with Goji Berry and Haloxyl from Maybelline. And I have tried it, and I like it. This is strictly for eyes. This is the Lifting and Firming Eye Cream Contour. Now, it's not a concealer or a corrector, but you know what? I find it actually is a bit of a brightener, for me personally. Quite like that. And then I think this was in December, January, I purchased the Revlon Age Defying Concealer in Light, I believe. 002. And it's, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but it's one of the ones where you click, 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 and it comes up. So this is, I like this one as well. I then picked up, along with the primer, the brightening primer from L'Oreal, I also picked up the Magic Lumi Concealer. And again, this is one of the click, click, click ones. And I hate when you first purchase these because you have to click for blinking ever, but there it is. And I like this one too. And then I made a Coastal Scents purchase, which is going to be coming up, and I forgot that it was through Debut. I think it's Debut Cosmetics, but anyway, where I bought my Z palettes from, and they sell sleep products. So I had completely forgotten that I'd ordered this, but it is the Sleep Makeup Luminaire, and this is in 851, and I believe it's the Fair, but again, it's one of the click clicks, and up it comes. And it's also a bit of a brightener, and I like this as well. And I don't recall that it was very expensive, so you can check it out. I'll put some links underneath to the Debut website anyway. I had wanted to get the, I can't remember the name of it, but the Neutra palette from Sleep, but it's all sold out. Of course it is. And then when I moved here, I stopped in one of the larger cities on my way. I seriously needed a fix. And I was actually looking for the Dior Holiday Palette from last Christmas, and of course it's not available anymore. It's the one with the black faux leather. And but I had a really nice chat with the consultant at Dior, and I actually registered for the Dior Master Skincare class, which unfortunately I wasn't able to attend because all of a sudden I developed a cold, flu, and it felt like a train had wrecked me over, so I couldn't make it. So they have another one coming up in June, which I will attend. But she did very kindly give me 2 samples of the Capture XP Ultimate Wrinkle Correction Cream, which I thought was very sweet of her. And she also gave me a sample of the Dior Show New Look. And this is one of, now I know I want to try the Dior Show, and apparently this is the latest in that line. But Debbie, if you're watching this, thank you so very much. That was really, really kind of you to do that for me. And you know I'm going to be back, so making my purchases. And then I have been going back and forth to MAC. Now, I had made several purchases of skincare that I wasn't really happy with, and I wasn't aware that you could actually take your products back and get your money back or whatever. So thank you, Heather from Soculum. I would have, or Soculum, I don't know how to pronounce that, Heather. And I'm going to put her link below. I would not have known that you could do that. Anyway, really glad I did, but I made 3 or 4 trips because I thought, okay, I want to get another 217. And then there were several products I wanted to try. Well, either they didn't have them, or they were only available at the pro shops, or whatever, the freestanding stores. So, what I did get is the 188 brush. I specifically was looking for a brush for highlighting. And the consultant there recommended the 188, and you know what? It's not working for me. I actually even took the 217 back. I already have a 217. There are just so many comparable brushes out there. I'm not putting Max, they're nice brushes, but for the price, I can get 3 or 4 from another brand, or I can get another higher end brand. And in fact, that is what I've done. I've made several orders. I've ordered some Hakuhudu brushes. I think I ordered 2 of the Yachio brushes, and I will be getting the NARS Yachio. I've always wanted one of those. Not necessarily for highlighting application, but I love brushes. So anyway, but what I did get from MAC were several samples. The matte texture. Now I can't remember what this is for. And I think it's a primer, I believe. I was looking for oil control products. This one is the oil control, and this is the oil control lotion. Oh no, they gave me 2 really nice samples. I mean, they were full. I used this the other day, and I'm going to have to try it one more time, but I quite like it. I don't know about you ladies, but I have perspiration here, under my eyes, here and here, and I mean it's profuse, and I don't know if it's connected with the medication I take for my back, or if it's connected to menopause or whatever, but and it can be really embarrassing. I mean, I'll be having a chat with somebody and boom. So, I'm going to hesitate to say, a fully unqualified yes, but I'm going to try this one more time, and I think I will be getting that, and I'm going to take the 188 back. I think I have like over $100 in credits, so I'm sure that will do me well. And that's actually something I just wanted to comment on in terms of consultants. I don't remember the name of the girl at the Bay in Nanaimo, but my sister and I stood there for a full 20 minutes at the MAC counter, and there's one consultant there, not once did she acknowledge me. She saw me, because she looked straight at me, and then returned to the conversation he was having with somebody else. And it was somebody from the Clinique counter who walked over and said, can we help you? And because it was a return and all that, she couldn't do that. And just as I was about to say something to this woman, in walked her colleague, who was the perfect epitome of customer service. She was fantastic. And I wish I could remember her name, but when I do, I'm going to put an annotation here, because she was wonderful. And I did tell her about her colleague, and it turns out that the woman that I dealt with is her supervisor. So, I get it, that it's tough out there, ladies. You know what, but kiss the ground that you're walking on when you have a job. Seriously. And you don't like what you're doing, leave. Because I work really hard for my money, and so do everyone else. And, MAC's not an inexpensive product. So, I think you need to show a little more respect for the consumer. And I'm going to say this across the board for many of the counters, because that has been my experience over, I'd say, the last 2 years, where you just get these women who don't care. And then, I'll say something, and all of a sudden I get the service that I should have gotten in the first place. And it's kind of a drag that you have to even do that, So anyway, there's my little rant and such. And, okay, so the next video coming up is shadows. Eyeshadows, and then the Coastal Scents haul. I'll try to pull it all into one video. I personally don't mind long videos like this, but maybe some of you do. So, anyway, I'll talk to you soon. And actually, can I add one more thing? If any of you have recommendations on setting up for making videos with a camcorder, I'm going to be ordering the Glamcore lighting system. I'm at Vancouver in July, so I'm going to get it then. So I think I've got the lighting thing down in terms of the camcorder, but just in terms of like how do you set up, you know, like with my laptop I can pretty much do it anywhere, but anyway, if anybody has tips and tricks for me, I'd really appreciate that, and just leave them down in the comments or send me a direct message, or you can Twitter me or tweet me. Anyway, okay, so see you in the next video.